I'm very honored. Actually, I was, as you know, very shocked. I said, "Oh, you're not talking to me." Anyways, my name is Kristy Santek. I have lived in Michigan all my life. I am a mom of three, married 30 years. I work full time as a surgical oral surgery assistant. So I work full time, 36 hours a week approximately. So, LifeVantage, I signed on um, as a consultant in October of 22. I looked it up. I couldn't remember what day that was that I started. So October, I started taking NRF2, and I'm always after a discount. So I said, Angie, I'm going to sign up as a consultant. I'll get my 20% discount, and maybe I'll do something with it. I don't know. I sold it to a couple people in my family, and then my sister also decided to join. So she signed up as a consultant also under me. And I took the NRF2 solely and didn't do anything else with it until collagen was released. Then collagen was something else I added into my activation. Um, I really didn't build the business at this point. I was just working, and COVID was there and all the things. I was introduced to another company, a makeup company, Saint. And so I loved it, and I like to share things I love. So I'm like, well, let's just do this. So I remember messaging Angie and saying, Angie, I'm really sorry. If you're gonna see my face out there, I'm sorry I'm not promoting our product, but I really like this makeup. And so I started doing the makeup. And I really feel like that was God's way of giving me baby steps into what was to come, which is this. Um, Saint was great. I love the makeup. I never built a team, but I still sell it today. So that has taken a back burner to this now. Um, so let me fast forward to 2024, the beginning of the year. My niece got engaged, and she was going to get married. Her wedding was in August. So my sister and I are like, oh no, we got to lose all this weight. 50 years old, menopause, carrying weight, and you fluctuate, all the things. So we started doing the shot. Rena did a different one than I did. She did the Ozempic. I did the Zepbound. She was fine with it. Her insurance didn't cover it. It was a lot of money out of pocket. My husband works for Pfizer. So I got mine free, pretty much. It was like $24 a month. It was ridiculous. But I had horrific side effects. I was sick almost every shot I took. I had the constipation. I was vomiting and nausea, stomach cramping. There was nothing good about it except for the 30 pounds I lost quickly. And I didn't want to do it. Then Angie announced, Kristy, guess what's coming? We have this new activated GLP-1. We're getting ready to launch in October. And I think I almost like that day stopped doing that shot. I said, I am never doing this again. In fact, I still have it in my fridge. I don't know why it's still there, but I never did another one. And I I thought this is going to change people's worlds because GLP-1 helps you lose weight. And I don't know anyone who doesn't want to lose weight. And I know a lot of people. And I thought, how can I do this? My brain was just working miles, 100 miles an hour. And so my sister and I, we were game planning. I had another fellow consultant with Saint that I was talking to. She was a nurse. We only met through Saint. I was telling her about it. I knew she had also been on the GLP-1 and had super huge results with hers. She lost over 100 pounds. I talked to her about it. We all started having this game plan, and we actually created Facebook groups. It was her idea, but she had this great idea to get on there, privately invite people to this group where she could tell her story and her health story. And I'm like, I'm going to do that too, because I'm pretty open on Facebook about my story. I have not been, it's not been a secret that I've done the shot. I don't have anything to hide. And I think that has helped me be very vulnerable with that. Anyways, Michelle built a group on Facebook. I built a group on Facebook. MindBody launched. Michelle signed up as a consultant. She's never even taken the product. She signed up, and my sister has a couple people she signed up. And then another friend, Tammy, who's on this call too, she signed up, and it just blew up in the month of October. Michelle, in her very first month, she was a diamond. She had diamond in her very first month, and she'd never even taken any of the products. It was just that group that she built on Facebook that loved her story, and they trusted her, and they wanted to know what she was doing. And she wasn't even claiming that our product is what did what she was claiming happened. So it really has been a whirlwind. It's been quite remarkable. I love the fact that I established that group, because now I can put things there that is private, that maybe we don't have to be as compliant with, and worry about what I'm saying. And people can be vulnerable and share their stories there. So I think it's a great tool. I love it because now I have an active list always to go back to people. Oh, I haven't heard from her. She did join the group. It was her choice to come there. So I'm going to reach out to her. And it's just been a great tool for me to share this product. So I mentioned, Michelle hit diamond. Tammy and my sister, I think both hit emerald that first month. I hit sapphire in October, and I hit MC1. And I was just like, Angie, I don't even know what just happened. The first day that I got that, on the 15th, when I found out what my check was, I like seriously called her crying. Like, is this a real thing? Or is this just like, I don't know. But she's like, Kristy, it's so real. And I was just without Angie, I couldn't have even done this. I don't even really seriously know how it happened. It just kind of happened. And so November happened, and I hit it again. And then I said, no way am I going to hit it in December. But then somebody told me that I could go to Growth Summit. And they said, but you have to hit it 3 consecutive months. And I said, oh no, I'm not starting over. So we buckled down in December. I hit it again. I hit MC1 again in December, and I couldn't have done it without my team. My team is building teams. They're strong. Tammy, I don't want to tell her story, but she also was on a GLP-1. And so we all have these stories to share, and that's why we can sell our natural product versus the synthetic. And Tammy's a nurse. So I've got these really great people in my circle. So I just signed on another consultant, and she's a life coach, and she's ready to go too. So I'm super excited. I earned Growth Summit, and I just found out I earned Alaska trip. So, and I'm possibly earned airfare for both my husband and I too. So I don't know. It's just, I'm trying to think if I missed anything, but yeah, I don't know. I'm blown away. I love it.
I don't know how many times Kristy said, I don't know. I don't know how it
I
happened. Like,
know. I'm terrible at that. I'm not a public speaker.
no. What I'm saying is the simplicity of this business, Kristy,
Yeah.
right? That that you can accomplish something that might seem complicated, and you got that check, and you kind of got the shell shock, like, holy cow, is this real? Like, did I just get one of those Publishers Clearinghouse fake checks,
Right.
right?
Right.
That
It didn't seem
that
real.
are sent. No, this is the real deal. But the critical thing about our business is not what so many people in other businesses focus on and get worried about, the strategy and whatnot. It's the simplicity, the fundamentals. What did you do? You reached out to people, and you created a cohort, a team. You said,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go do this together. And then you got really focused with big action. And the rest, well, as they say, is part of your story. Where you currently are at MC1, I'm sure we're going to MC2. Like, once you
Right.
get to Grow Summit, and once you go, you're on that cruise, you're like, could life really be like this? Yes, life really could be like this. Welcome, big change in 90 days, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I just, in 2022, when I signed on to Life Vantage, I was the doctor had worked with for almost 13 years decided to retire early, and I could have killed him because I loved my job. And um, it kind of created a shift for me to where I didn't want to stay at that office anymore. And my manager there and the doctor I worked for, as much as I liked working for him, they both had this opinion of me, that I wasn't a leader, and I couldn't have gone on to be the clinical coordinator because I just wasn't really leader material. And so I've been hearing that in my head all this time. And then when this happened, I just kind of like, I'm still doubting myself, but it's happening. So here it is, and here I am.
That may have been, I don't know what else to say to that other than that was absolutely beautiful. That bigger than the check to me. You cash the
Yeah.
check. You do it. You invest it. You spend it. But to me, that story, Kristy, is an absolute iconic, classical story that 10 million women need to hear. So,
Yeah.
so I will juxtaposition their position in your former employment and say, I know you got it. You've already
Thank
shown
you.
that, and here we go. There are no limits.
Right. No, I know God put me here. I'm here. I mean, he's got a plan for me and I'm using it. So, and I'm going to help people get in touch with LifeVantage. So it's good. Good for them.